Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel and to the second video of my 6-part international franchise mode series. Today we'll be looking at Team Russia. In the previous episode, we went with Team Canada. Definitely go check that out if you haven't already. All the videos are on a playlist on my channel. So looking at Team Russia, they have a lot of power on the offense, but defense isn't extremely strong. Now in this series, of course, I'll be taking an international team. I have 6 different teams, such as Team Canada, Russia, USA, Finland, Sweden, and Team Europe, and just see how good they can do in a season of the NHL in the franchise mode. Now, I do have to remove one NHL team in order to make place for a substitution of a new team, which I removed the Ottawa Senators because they are, of course, the lowest rated team in the NHL. Now, in terms of overall, as you guys can see, Team Canada is 97 overall ranked. Now, I do have to remove one NHL team, which is why I'm removing the Ottawa Senators. They're the lowest rated team, so they'll be the team that is replaced for every team build. For the other countries, you guys can see, we will have Team USA, 95 overall, Team Sweden, 94, Team Europe at 92, Team Russia at 94, and Team Finland at 91. So for every team build, I went with the capital, so Helsinki, Moscow. I went with Ostrava just because that's where the last World Juniors were in Czech Republic. One of the better players of the team, David Pastrnak, is from Czech Republic, so I thought that made sense. Ottawa for Team Canada, Stockholm for Sweden, and Washington for USA. For the team name, we have Moscow, Team Russia. Moscow, of course, being the capital of Russia. We're not going to do any trades. We're going to keep the same team throughout the year. Now, for the top line, is absolutely insane. So you have Alex Ovechkin at 92 overall. His real-life teammate, Evgeny Kuznetsov, at 89. Nikita Kucherov on the other wing at 92 overall. Second line, we have Gino Malkin, Evgeny Malkin at 90 overall. On his wing, we have Artemi Panarin at 90. Tarasenko on the other wing at 89 overall. Now, the bottom 6, we have a couple of weaker centers, but still decent players. We have Artem Anisimov at 80, Barbashev at 79. I did notice that Russians don't have a lot of centers in the NHL, so Malkin and Kuznetsov were by far the 2 best ones. The wings, on the wing, we have Radulov at 87, Dadonov at 86, Nikita Gusev at 82, and Andrei Svechnikov is actually on the 4th line there at 85. So for the team, I try to do a mix of players that are doing really good in real life, some higher rated players that I had to include just to help the team do well, as well as some personal players that I like. So I try to mix in those 3 factors to build the best team I could for the simulation. I've actually seen Ivan Barbashev play with the Moncton Wildcats. He's a former Wildcat, played in the QMJHL. Now for defense, this is where it's a bit weaker. So they do have some very good players in there, such as Ivan Provorov, Sergachev, 85 and 84, Orlov at 84. So those are by far the 3 top defensemen. Then we have Kulikov at 79, Zaitsev at 82, Zadorov at 79. I wanted to have Zadorov's big body, 6'5", 230. He hits hard. I just couldn't move Zaitsev up because it bring a -1 for the chemistry. So I want to keep it like that. The second line has a +1, making Malkin and Panarin 91 overalls and Tarasenko a 90. Now in goal, there's one clear choice. Andrei Vasilevskiy, one of the best goaltenders in the league. Easy choice, he's 91 overall. Tie with Carey Price for the best goaltender in NHL 20. Sergei Bobrovsky is extremely good backup right there at 89 overall. As for specialties, we have a lot of firepower for the offense there. Panarin, Kuznetsov, Kucherov, Provorov, and of course Ovechkin at the point with his shooting. That is 95 and 94 overall for his shooting, which is absolutely ridiculous. Tarasenko at 89, Malkin at 90, Radulov at 87, Sergachev and Orlov finishing off the last defensive pairing for the power plays. Now let's jump into the simulation, guys, and see just how good Team Russia can do in the yearly simulation of the league and see if they can get the Stanley Cup. Now as for the captaincy for Team Russia, we put Alexander Ovechkin, the leader of the team, one of the best goal scorers of all time. along with Evgeny Malkin as the assistant and Nikita Kucherov as the second assistant. So basically the three best players of the team, some veterans in Malkin and Ovechkin. Kucherov, a younger player, but still, of course, one of the best in the league. I'm going to show you guys the jerseys and logos. So this is a look at the jerseys. I think they came out pretty nicely in terms of the designs. You got the white jerseys with the blue shoulders, red and white lines on the arms and the socks. So as for the logo, I try to replicate the golden wings they usually wear. So I just use this logo with a star in the middle. As for the home jersey, so it's the opposite. You got the red jersey with the blue trim. I find that the jerseys themselves look pretty nicely. Logos, you're a bit limited with what you can do, but look at the offense. 100 overall, 95 goaltending, then 89 defense. So defense is definitely the weak spot of the team, but I think the goaltending and forwards can definitely make up for it. Each episode, I'm going to predict how many wins the team's going to have. In this case, I'm going to predict they're going to hit 50 wins. I think they're good enough to do 50 wins. Now, of course, with the World Juniors being just in the past month, I thought it'd be a good idea. With the World Juniors just ending less than a month ago, I thought it'd be a cool idea to look at these international team builds and see just how good a team could be with players only from a certain country. It gives a bit of a feel of building an Olympic team, which I really hope NHL players can go to the Olympics again. In the regular season has ended, guys. I predicted 50 wins. We got 51. I was pretty close. 107 points. The Buffalo Sabres actually win the President's Trophy. They have one win less, but they have 4 more OT losses, giving them the extra 2 points there. So Alex Ovechkin is our leading pointer at 83. Alex Ovechkin leads the team in points with 83 points. He actually had 35 goals, as well as Nikita Kucherov. Very similar, 80 points for him. Kuznetsov has 74 points, 56 assists. Malkin there, 27 goals, 71 points, matching his jersey number, which is pretty cool. Tarasenko had 31 goals, 68 points. Panarin, 61. Radulov there, 49. Provorov, 44. Sergachev, 35. So it then drops down a bit. You guys can see here the rest of the players. And in goal, let's look at how Vasilevsky and Bobrovsky did. Vasilevsky 41, 22, and 2 with 4 shutouts and 9-11 save percentage, 266 goals against. Bobrovsky with 10, 5, and 3 with a shutout. So very good job by both goaltenders of our team. I'm going to take a look at the entire NHL as well. So Connor McDavid had 112 points, leading the league, 34 goals. Draisaitl at 96. Eichel there, 94. McKinnon, 90. Hall, 85. Ovechkin at 83. Looks like Tampa Bay's Kucherov had 1 point more than our Kucherov, which is interesting. Kessel, Giroux, Kuznetsov, Rantanen there, going down the list. In terms of goals, McKinnon and Tavares both are going to share the Rocket Richard Trophy with 44 goals each. Goaltending here, Tuukka Rask tied Vasilevsky for the most wins, but our Vasilevsky did have 4 shutouts, so has a strong case to win the Vezina Trophy. I'm going to take a look quickly at rookie skaters, just see how good Kakko and Hughes did. Kakko, 62, Hughes, 50. Kakko at 24 points. Then you see the rest of the rookies down the list as well. Rookie goaltenders, it looks like there's only 3 on the list. Blackwood, Demko, and Ilya Samsonov. Alright, so we're going to go into playoffs. It looks like we're going to play the Florida Panthers in round number 1. Definitely a tough matchup with Barkov and Huberdeau on their top lines. We're going to send them up all the way to game number 4. See if we can get the win. Game number 1, 2-1 loss. Game number 2, 5-4 win. Game number 3, 5-1 loss. We're actually down 2-1 against the Panthers. Can we bounce back here in round number 1? 6-5 OT win, 3-1 win. So we actually tied a series there, 2-2. So we actually take the lead in the series, 3-2. 1 win away from beating the Panthers in round number 1. And there it is, 5-3 win. Team Russia is on the way to round number 2. Radulov, 6 points in 6 games. Okay, round number 2, facing off against the Buffalo Sabres. All right, Jack Eichel, Rasmus Dahlin, and the Sabres. Let's see how good they can do. Team Russia gets on the board with a 6-2 winning round number 1. 4-1 in game number 2, 4-3 in game number 3. So can we sweep the Buffalo Sabres? No, we cannot. 5-2 loss in game number 4. Game number 5, there we go. 6-3 win, so pretty easy series. A lot of scoring in round number 2. We beat the Sabres in 4-1. Tarasenko looking good, 12 points in 11 games played. Now in the conference final, facing off against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And in the West, it's Vegas versus Anaheim. Here we go, playing against a dangerous Leafs lineup. John Tavares, Rocket Richard Trophy co-winner. And it is 2-1 after 3 games. We do have the lead in the series. They tie it up. So both games we lost were 5-3. 5-2 loss. We're down 3 games to 2 here, playing in Toronto. We win 4-1, so we force a game 7 here. I'm going to slow sim this game. So we're going to go goal by goal and see if we can get that series win and end up to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. Period number 1. Evgeny Malkin scored right off the bat. Kucherov scored for us as well. Marner scores on Vasilevsky. Period number 2. A big period from the boys. Malkin, Kucherov, and Tarasenko. And there it is, 7-1. Nikita Kucherov had an insane game. What is he just, how many points he had? Kucherov had 4 goals. Malkin 3 assists, Kuznetsov. Kucherov had 4 goals. Malkin had 3 points, and Kuznetsov had 4 assists. Awesome job. Team Russia sending to the Stanley Cup Final. And it looks like we're going to play against the Las Vegas Golden Knights. It looks like we're playing against the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, it'd be fitting to beat Vegas because Alexander Ovechkin, we all know he beat Vegas with Washington in real life. Let's see if we can replicate that with Team Russia. Let's go the first 3 games. A big 8-1 win, 5-2 win, and 2-1. So we're 1 win away from sweeping the Golden Knights. No, they actually win game number 4. Game number 5. And there we go. Team Russia ends up winning the Stanley Cup, winning 5-1 in game number 5. Tarasenko had 31 goals. Tarasenko had 31 points in the playoffs. Wow. Vladimir Tarasenko at 31 points, 16 goals in 23 playoff games is a plus 20. Panarin 29 points, Malkin 28, Kucherov with 23, Derek Kuznetsov 20, Ovi 19. The team went off in the playoffs, so a lot of scoring there by everybody. That's great. In terms of goaltending, it looks like Vasilevsky has 16 wins, 7 losses. Bobrovsky did play 1 game. Probably came in relief. So 903 save percentage, 259 goals against. There you go. Team Russia manages to win the Stanley Cup. Before we end off the episode, just going to take a quick look at the playoff tree as well as the individual awards. So Vegas beat the Ducks in 6. They beat the Preds in 5. And they beat the Oilers in 7. They beat the Ducks in 6, the Sharks in 7, and the Oilers in 7. So they had a pretty rough road to the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, in terms of individual awards, he won the Stanley Cup. President's Trophy went to the Sabres. Then it was Knights versus Moscow, Team Russia in the final. Art Ross goes to Connor McDavid as well as the Hart. Norris goes to John Carlson. Lady Byng goes to Mitch Marner. Kako gets the Calder. Conn Smythe, Vladimir Tarasenko got the Conn Smythe for Team Russia. Bishop wins the Vezina Trophy. Jennings goes to Bishop as well. Bill Masterton goes to Bosch Morrissey. Jack Adams goes to the Sharks head coach. Kopitar gets to Selke. Tenlizzy goes to McDavid. And the Rocket goes to McKinnon as well as Tavares. They both shared it. And that's a look at the awards. Now that's going to do it for the episode, guys. Would appreciate it if you do leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the content. We've got 4 more episodes of this series coming up. Gonna be bringing you guys a lot of hockey and baseball related content in the next few months. All the other videos will be in the playlist on my channel. In the description below, I do have the schedule of the remaining 4 episodes, what days they will be live. And definitely go watch Team Canada's episode if you haven't already. Now, with that being said, thank you for watching, guys. And as always, have a great day.